Good day, and thank you for tuning in 3D, the Daily Divine Direction broadcast. For all of our new listeners and viewers who are tuning in for the very first time, I'm Pastor Pope, Senior Pastor of New Life Christian Center, located at 400 Hillcrest Avenue in Wilmington, Delaware, at the corner of Hillcrest and Marsh Road. We have reopened our sanctuary for Sunday worship. Starting at 10 a.m. with protocol, we are inviting everyone, if you're in our area, to come and experience a better quality of life at New Life Christian Center, 400 Hillcrest Avenue in Wilmington, Delaware, at the corner of Hillcrest and Marsh Road. There's parking on Hillcrest. We are the brown brick building located right on the corner of Hillcrest and Marsh Road. And we invite you to come at 10 a.m. to experience a better quality of life. We are having a little bit of technical difficulty here this morning, and I just want to say to all of you, thank you for tuning in. We are now Facebook Live, we are YouTube Live. We are just having some technical difficulty, but we are thankful that you have joined us this morning, or I should say this afternoon, here in 3D, the Daily Divine Direction broadcast. 3D is brought to you by Fiji Water. You may already know that Fiji water comes from Fiji. However, did you know that it is created by nature? It is untouched by man. It starts as a tropical rainfall which slowly filters through layers of volcanic rock. The water collects in a natural artesian aquifer where it is bottled right at the source, free from human contact until you unscrew the cap. Fiji Water, Earth's finest water, will be delivered right to your front door when you subscribe for delivery, and you'll save money at FijiWater.com. This is Earth's finest water. And so we are live right now in 3D, the Daily Divine Direction broadcast, and I'm going to begin by addressing a communication that came in from one of our listeners and viewers who indicated that you are launching a new business and you have been procrastinating about seeking investors and searching for investors. So I'm going to address this by saying, first of all, you're going to find it necessary to eliminate your fear of the word no. So be mindful of this, and that is that you are going to be in business. There is going to be rejection. There is going to be from your clients. There's going to be those who will tell you that they are not interested in your business. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be challenging to you, but you have to get over the fact that you are going to have rejection. You have to get over the fact that you're going to hear the word no. Your procrastination is only based on the fact that you are afraid of people telling you no. Now, here's what you need to know, and that is that as a business owner, you need to make certain that your business is capitalized properly, that you have the right amount of capital to go into business successfully. And one of the things that you're going to recognize is that when you're talking and communicating with investors, their only goal is to invest in business or businesses that are going to generate a return on their investment. It is nothing personal. They cannot eat you. You have to recognize that it's important to go into business properly capitalized, and if that requires you to give up an equity portion of the business to investors, then that's what you need to do. But the only way you can do that is by eliminating the fear of the word no. Your procrastination is based on nothing else. You've done all the work necessary to prepare yourself to go into business. You've done all the work necessary to develop a product that is going to have an impact on society. You cannot block your blessing by being afraid that investors are going to say no. it's all a numbers game. Let me first of all say this. It's all a numbers game. And at the end of the day, the more investors you speak with, the more opportunity you're going to have to find investment partners. So I'm going to encourage you to do this. Make certain that you have your pitch down to a science. Make certain that you have all the adequate information provided, concise information provided, so that investors can take you seriously. And then just do it. Just pitch your business idea and your business plan to appropriate investors. Investors who are going to capitalize the business correctly and appropriately, and their advisory is going to be an important part for you. You can do this. The problem that we have often is that we are concerned about rejection. So let me address that for a moment, because this is going to be real important. And it appears that we are having, again, in and out technology challenges. I'm not really sure what's going on there, and I'm trying to monitor while we're doing the broadcast. But let me say this to you. Often we find ourselves fearful of rejection, but everything is about a numbers game. The numbers are important. And what you have to recognize is that the more investors you speak to, and I'm not saying just a shotgun effect where you just shoot out your business plan and hope that it hits something. I'm talking about targeted investors where you have decided these investors will not only add capital, but they will be an asset added value in the sense of advisory to move the company forward. You cannot block your blessings. So often we block our blessings because we're afraid of rejection. We're afraid that someone's going to tell us no, and we don't really want to hear no. We want the yes answer. The truth of the matter is, many people are going to say no. But what God has allowed me to see in that secret place of your life is that if you're willing to step out on faith, God will provide the appropriate investor who will take a reasonable portion of equity to invest in your company. You have to do your part. You have to be willing to step out on faith. God has already done his part. See, the good news is that God will always meet us where he wants us to go. But we have to go there. We have to be willing to walk by faith and not by sight. You're looking at the possibility of people saying no. There will be people that say no. But then there will be people who will say yes, and then you're going to have to decide. You're going to have to determine the best fit for you. And then you're going to find that all this procrastination that you've been doing because you did not want people telling you no was wasted energy that you could have used to begin the process of launching the company and spending your energy on moving the company forward. So take no out of your equation and put in the equation not right now. So one of the things that I learned long ago in investment banking is that you have to look at every no as a not right now, and database those people who said no to you in the beginning. Because when someone tells you, no, I'm not going to make an investment at this time, you have to take that as not at this time, not right now. Everything's timing. It may not be the right time for them, it's the right time for you. It will be the right time for someone. So every no is a not right now. There's nothing personal about someone saying no. It just means not right now, It could mean not with you, but it means not right now to me, because every no is going to be someone that is database that perhaps somewhere down the line, years from now, they may be interested in the next opportunity that comes along. So you really can't, in business, you cannot take anything personal. It's not, listen, and let me rephrase that just for a moment. Unless it's a betrayal, it's nothing personal. It's only business. If it is a betrayal, then it is personal, but it's a personality flaw of someone who decides to betray you. That's their issue, not your issue. Now, there may be some consequences and some fallout from that betrayal, but you've got to know that the betrayal is a personality issue. It's not personal. You have to know that in business, nothing is ever personal. It's just about business. And if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. But if it does make dollars, it does make sense. So the truth of the matter is, your procrastination is purely based on your fear of the word no, your fear of rejection. And as a business person, you're going to have to get over that. You're going to have to, you must get over being fearful of the word no. This segment of the broadcast is brought to you by T-Mobile, America's largest nationwide 5G provider at no extra charge. So if you are not currently a T-Mobile customer, you can call or text on the T-Mobile call or text line at 267-992-1424. We will move you over into our queue where you can experience T-Mobile, America's largest nationwide 5G provider, at no extra charge. The taxes and fees are included in your bill, and if you auto pay by attaching a credit card to your account, you will receive a discount on your monthly bill at T-Mobile, America's largest nationwide 5G provider, at no extra charge. I'm going to address another communication that came in from one of our listeners and viewers who indicated that you feel as though everything is moving faster than you are capable of keeping up with. And you want to know, how do you slow down the process without losing productivity? So you're correct. I was spending time on your communication and just listening to what God was speaking, and you are correct. You have a lot going on right now, and you are being extremely productive, and that's a great thing, because the one thing that we want to accomplish is that we want to make certain that we are maximizing our productivity in everything that we do. And so what we have to be mindful of is that when you feel that things are moving faster than you're capable of keeping up with, you have to slow down the process by doing this. You focus on those categories that I've shared with you previously. And what that means is that there are 5 things in a business day that I always tell everyone to focus on. And that is, you have to focus on the administrative aspects of your business, the development aspects of your business, and you have to focus on the management aspects of your business, the marketing aspects, and the operations. So you're going to be focusing on those categories for 10 hours every day. And what that means is that spend 2 hours on the administrative aspects, spend 2 hours on the development aspects, 2 hours on the management aspects, and 2 hours on marketing, and 2 hours on operations. So all of the things that have to be done internally, you need to focus on from an administrative perspective. Don't try to multitask doing more than one thing at a time. Now, I know that I mentioned we're having some technology issues today. There's a storm in the area, and for whatever reason, we're having some slow moments, some moments where our technology is not dispatching the broadcast the way that it needs to be broadcast. So all that's understandable because those things occur. The reality is that whatever you have to work on throughout the day, don't try to multitask. So you see me trying to address whatever we need to address as far as the broadcast is concerned while broadcasting. And the truth is, because I'm trying to monitor what's coming in from our live streaming company, what's coming in from our app vendor, I'm trying to make certain that we get the best quality broadcast that we possibly can get accomplished. So sometimes we feel the necessity to multitask, when in reality, if we just focus on each component, we will not lose our momentum, we will not lose our productivity. So you're going to have to really break out the segments of your day. Now, I will give another example of that, because prior to the broadcast, we were having Zoom class with our Achievers Academy, which we were having some technical difficulties there also. But the reality is that we keep moving and we keep being productive. So all I'm saying is, for you, you're trying to multitask throughout the day and you're starting to feel overwhelmed. You're starting to feel that you're not capable of keeping up with everything. But the truth of the matter is, we all have a lot of moving parts in business, professionally, and in our personal life. We have a lot of moving parts, and we have to learn to move the parts that need to be moved at any particular segment of the day without trying to move all of the parts and not being able to continue our productivity and to maximize our productivity and to really continue with the momentum that we're building. So I want to encourage you to just follow that guideline. Administrative work, 2 hours of the day. The first 2 hours of the day, administrative work. And then development. And then if you have employees who are reporting to you, stop for 2 hours, follow up on your employees, make certain that they're maximizing their productivity, make certain that they are being developed to become the best version of themselves that they can possibly become, and an asset added value to your company. Then you have to focus on the marketing aspect. What marketing aspect of the company are you responsible for, and how you can market those aspects of the company while you continue marketing yourself. Now, often people don't always realize that what you're doing every hour of the day is part of your marketing your own brand. And your brand has to be, first of all, I'm an asset added value to my company. Secondly, I am professionally developed and prepared for promotion. And lastly, that those around me, I am constantly developing them to become the best version of themselves that they can possibly become. And someone might say, well, Pastor, why did you choose that order? And I would respond by saying, I didn't necessarily choose that order. That's what God reveals to me, that in order for you to really develop others, you also have to continuously develop yourself, improve your brand, market. When I say that, not because you're branding yourself for self-promotion, but because you're trying to improve your brand to become the best version of yourself that you can possibly become. But for all of us, we have to first be an asset added value to our company. And then we can focus on developing others. So those are the three components to marketing. You know, there's the external marketing of your company and the internal marketing of your company. The only way you're going to be an asset added value to your company, in addition to all of your daily responsibilities or your job description, is to make certain that you're doing what's necessary. The parts that you're assigned, the segments that you're assigned to market your company, that you're responsible for, is that we give the best presentation of our company that we can possibly accomplish. And then there's the operational aspect. So the operational aspect is, what are you getting accomplished every single day? You know, if your business is in sales, then how many units have you placed out into the hands of the public today? If your operational aspects include human resources, what have you done to achieve the operational aspects of every employee? The operational aspects include so many different things. It encompasses every aspect of your company. So you have to make certain that you're doing your part to ensure that you're an asset added value to your company also. And that operational piece is going to be very important, because every one of us has operational aspects of our lives that we're responsible for maximizing. So you have to look at what role you play from an operational aspect and ensure that those goals are met, those target goals are met in every aspect of the operations of your company. You have to ensure that your professional skills, your skill set, is used effectively and efficiently to maximize your production without getting overwhelmed. And you can do that. You're capable and you're competent. You can do that. This segment of the broadcast is brought to you by Charles Tyrwhitt, located in London, the UK. They also have stores in New York, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and at the King of Prussia Mall in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. If you're in any of those areas, stop in at the retail store. They have everything a man could possibly need. They have shirts for men, ties for men, suits for men, and accessories. If you're not in any of those areas, you can order from Charles Tyrwhitt at ctshirts.com. They will ship and deliver to your front door in an appropriate period of time. And The White Company, located in London, the UK, and they also have a store on Fifth Avenue in New York. If you're in New York, stop in at the retail store. They have everything you could possibly need. They have home goods, clothing for men, women, and children. And if you're not in New York, you can order from The White Company at thewhitecompany.com. They too will ship and deliver right to your front door in an appropriate period of time. I'm going to address another communication which came in from one of our listeners and viewers, who indicated that your family wants to come together for the holidays. However, your parents are elderly and you must take their health into consideration. So you want to know, how can you ensure that your parents remain healthy if you are having a gathering for the holidays? So it's very interesting, because we were having this conversation this morning and I didn't realize that this was one of the communications for today also. But I will say this, you know, we're in a different time period with our public health. So we have to be cautious, and particularly you have elderly parents. So I know everyone gets together for the holidays and, normally because that's what we do. We like being together with family, friends, and loved ones over the holidays. You're concerned about your parents. And so I would say to you, what God showed me in that secret place is that because of the age of your parents and because of their underlying health issues at this time, the most effective way to ensure that your parents remain healthy is that those of you who are going to gather, one of you go to your parents' home and set up Zoom for them so that they can tune in at intervals. Take them their food. Just one person who has maintained their health during this season, who's maintained their health, and I will suggest to you, because of the dynamics of your parents, which you didn't share, but God allowed me to see in that secret place, you didn't share it in your communication. But because of the health dynamics, I would recommend that one of you get tested and make certain that you are not asymptomatic. Certainly, if you test positive for COVID and you're not asymptomatic, then that's going to be a whole different issue. But just be tested, and one of your siblings has the ability to be tested at their place of employment on a continuous basis. So I would recommend that person take your parents their holiday meal and that you let them Zoom in, because you have a genuine health concern for your parents. They have underlying health issues, and they're elderly. And when I say elderly, meaning older than I am. So you definitely don't want to expose them possibly to someone who's asymptomatic and then create a situation where there's an alarm regarding your parents. And so far, you've done well, because you all have been checking in on them continuously, but no one's been going to visit them. And because of that, they've been able to stay healthy to date. So you want to maintain that. You don't want to get off that course. And I would recommend that the one sibling who has the ability to be tested continuously at work, that sibling go take them their meals, set up Zoom. People are having Zoom parties, Zoom birthday parties, they're having Zoom happy hours, everything is being done right now through technology for the sake of public safety. Due to public health. So there are certain things we can do and certain things we need to do. At the end of the day, we want to make certain that everyone stays safe and well, and particularly your parents who are elderly with underlying health issues. So let's be prudent and set up Zoom, let them Zoom in, go over, let your sibling go over and set up a computer for them so that they can Zoom in and share with the family while you all are, some of you are together for the holidays. And be careful even when you're together. Make certain that you take whatever precautions are necessary to be safe and well. Today's 3D, the Daily Divine Direction broadcast, is brought to you by Fiji Water. A taste of paradise will be delivered right to your front door when you subscribe for delivery, and you'll save money at FijiWater.com. I want to invite everyone in our area to come and be with us, worship with us at New Life Christian Center, 400 Hillcrest Avenue in Wilmington, Delaware. Service begins at 10 a.m. There's parking on Hillcrest. We are the brown brick building right on the corner of Hillcrest and Marsh Road. If you're in our area, come and worship and experience a better quality of life. If you're not in our area, the Sunday sermon will go live at 10:45 a.m. May God bless you today. May God keep his face turned towards you. May God give you peace that surpasses